If I just knew these things earlier, it would not have taken me that long just to get where I am today. Maybe half the time. All right. I noticed a lot more gym goers now, and most of them being my age. They're very young, Gen V. Whoever this may reach, whoever you are, listen. One, not taking legs seriously. I was, not gonna lie, I was an upper body demon. What I mean is, basically just leg extensions and that's it. Leg extensions, maybe a few calf workouts, that's it, and I would just go home. Not dedicating like a full day, or not full, a full session to a specific group, aka being the legs. And for a while I was walking around chicken-legged. This is gonna sound bad, but I'm wearing sweats now, but trust me, I got some tree trunks under here. Sleeper build. You should really plan out what day leg day is leg day, and have that day specifically just for the legs. And I'm not talking just a few curls and the leg press machine and you'll be good. I'm talking about actually squatting. I feel like the squat has been overlooked nowadays. Or when somebody asks, hey, you go to the gym, the first thing what are they gonna ask? What's your bench? You know what I mean? When you look at a leg, right, you're probably gonna notice what the quads first. The hamstring is what makes your leg look like a fucking log. All my girls out there, hamstrings is what actually, what guys look at type shit. Oh, this one's close to my heart. Dirty bulking. Now, it is a fact that you need to bulk in order to put something on your frame. You can't, but you don't need to, it's more optimal per se. And it's fucking loud as shit. I just thought more food was better. I don't know why I thought like that. Really didn't. So what I was doing, I was just, every day after school or after a workout, I would just be downing a Little Caesars pizza, what's it called? The Whoppers at Burger King. I was just munching that shit like it was no tomorrow. Basically anything I get my hands on that was just high calories, dense in calorie. There we go, dense in calorie, and it worked. I put on a lot of size and a lot of strength, but the downside is I got a fat case of, you ready? Body dysmorphia. Oh my. I just hated the way I looked, and it was just, I was basically telling myself, I was just giving myself to something bigger. It was just literally, and I got bigger. I also got fat too. My face was hella. You think my face is round right now? It was just double chin and double chin down. It was just disgusting. I got a lot of acne. Still have acne now. I still have acne now. I have terrible skincare routine, but that just amplified it. I was young, right? If you do it at a young age, you can get away with it. If you do it like in your 20s and 30s, your what's it called? Your metabolism just slows down for a fact. So it's gonna be harder for you to absolutely just shred up. But if you're a teenager, honestly, don't dirty bulk. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. As much as like, it's easier. Clean bulk. That's the new term. I think a lot of people are, instead of going for your burger or your typical pizza, just have more actual food. This next one, actually plan out a good split. Have a good workout routine. Get autistically like dialed in for that shit, and cook up some good plan that actually can put your fuck. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. For context, I used to think, all right, I want to be bigger in every aspect, so I would just hit every muscle group there is. Chest, I would do bench press, and then I would just go over do deadlifts, and then I would go do some pec flies, and then I would go hit biceps and then triceps and then shoulders and basically everything in one day. And I would just keep doing that the next day, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Doing that, you're not going to be able to give it your all. Your muscles need time to recover, and if you're just constantly working on it, it never has like that period of time to actually recuperate itself and build itself. It's better if you just do a split. What I follow is push, pull, and then legs. That way you have more of a quality workout, whereas you're just hitting everything. At that point, you're just kind of just showing up half-assed, and you won't get anything out of that. So, if I see you being half-assed in the gym, bro, just not doing abs. I've always wanted abs, and I would never do them. In my head, I was like, okay, if I just get skinnier, they would just show. But no, like you gotta have like a single digit body fat in order for your abs to show. Most people, if you just work them out, if you do a few crunches and just sit ups, basically any ab workout would do, it would just define them more. Abs aren't just built in the kitchen. Shut the fuck up. Just look up a basic ab workout. For fuck's sake, do some crunches. Like, hold the ball and do this shit. Next one, not consuming, just flat out not eating enough. I was the biggest victim of that. It's probably common knowledge now that in order for you to build actual quality muscle or grow your muscles in general, you should be aiming for, let's say, 1 pound of, body weight with 1 gram of protein in order to grow and just sustain yourself. So the biggest thing with me in nutrition back when I first started, even now obviously, is missing meals. I don't eat, period. And if you're anything like me, I get where you're coming from. From the start, I hate eating. It wasn't I hate eating, I just didn't eat as much. There's a typical trope, right? 5 meals per day. Yeah, no, I was like 2 maybe. That was like the best case scenario. Even then, I would have 2 meals, and those were just half-ass meals. That was just like a sandwich, and I call it a day. And I would just mitigate that by just drinking a shit ton of protein powder, which is not good for you. You should get your source of energy from actual food, not like protein bars and protein shakes. In my mind, I was like, okay, I want to put on muscle, but I also don't want to get fat, so I just didn't eat. And after I learned that after I learned that you need actual nutrition in order to grow, I was like, fuck. And then I dirty boat, which jumped from a sinking boat to a boat that's on fire, which is what I did. You should be eating at least three good meals a day if you want to see progress in the gym. It's not a must. It's just 2 times the speed. Trust me. I'm a credible source. Working out while injured. For example, I would just ever so slightly tweak something in my shoulder region and pec. When I move my arm like in a certain motion or in a certain way, it would actually there would be like a little slight pain, and I would just constantly just bench on it. It healed over time, like miraculously. So I would get hurt, work out on it, and after a certain amount of time, it just went away, and I was like, oh fuck. Okay, God blessed me with absolutely peak regenerative powers. But no, it was just my body just recovering. It would never recovered. It would actually recover, fuck it up even more. It would just get worse and worse. And here's another example, my back. I don't know what I did. Probably just deadlifting with shit form. Every time I would just sit or walk in a certain way or something, right? I'd just sit down and it would just ever so slightly a little bit of back pain. Next day I would be just pulled and, like, at the time I thought it was strong, 315. Did it through the pain, which I kind of commend myself for. But looking back at it, man, just one little and I would just be absolutely just paralyzed from the waist down. And one workout, actually, I was going up and all of a sudden my arm just went dead, and that scared the shit out of me. And I was holding it too, and it was like 5 seconds before I can regain any type of movement, any motor function. It really scared me. So just telling you now, if your body is hurting, take a day off. It's not going to hurt you. You want to be able to do this tomorrow too. So don't risk don't risk a moment for a lifetime. if that makes any sense. This one is very near and dear to my heart. I give a fuck about what people think a lot, Like, you would be surprised the amount of shit I do just to please people, not to please people, just to make people feel comfortable, right? Especially in the gym. mostly the gym. You know when you're really in the zone, you're off like two scoops of pre, and then something just happened, and your whole mood's just fucked. You just went from 100 to like 2 in a matter of like a millisecond. Give an example. I just like deadlifting sumo, right? And most people don't know about sumo. They just assume that a deadlift is you bending over and picking the bar up like this. Conventional. Every time I pull sumo, people would look at me like, huh? It's a dead giveaway that you don't know what you don't know. You know very little about powerlifting if you don't know what fuck sumo is. My mood just would be just ruined. You really gotta think about it. It's you. You're doing it for you, right? Right? So why the fuck would you be giving a fuck what other people think of you? The shit that you did in the gym will reflect in your body. And if you give a fuck at the moment what other people think, a year or two down the line, you're gonna be like, fuck, man. Why? Why do I even care? You really haven't gone to the gym if you haven't got one dirty stare from a motherfucker. Like, they just look at you like, worry about yourself. How about that? Worry about yourself. Like, what I'm doing over here doesn't involve you, I don't need you over here. To all my muscular fellas out there, or gal, depending, probably not a lot of girls watching. I don't think I appeal to the opposite sex like that. But if you're like muscular and you wear a compression shirt or a stringer, and people just give you like the cover up, bro, fuck you. Just talk your shit. Talk your shit. This goes to the girls too. Talk your shit. If you have a nice looking, a nice looking behind, and you wear short shorts or wear leggings, and girls look at you like, cover up, you're a slut. Like, bro, go to Planet Fitness, dog. Honestly, go to Planet Fitness. I go to a commercial gym myself. Not proud of that. It's just cheap. If I had the money to, I would definitely go to like a private gym or a powerlifting gym or a bodybuilding or any gym that would take going to the gym seriously. Just, shut the people. They have no patience. Have a goal in mind. Even back then when I first started working out, I had a goal in mind too, and it just constantly shifted. Whatever your goal is, right? Powerlifting, getting shredded. Do your research. You gotta optimize first. You gotta make up a game plan, basically. Make up a game plan, execute it repeatedly over a period of time, and most people just kind of fall off. I think I'm gonna make another video about gym motivation, but that's for another time.